What's going on, people? I am Swaver, and this is the Opinionated Facts Self-Improvement Podcast, and I'm joined by my amazing co-host, Journey to be Great, and Lovejoy. How y'all doing tonight, ladies?
Doing pretty
Wonderful.
good.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Excited as always to get into this conversation tonight. For the listeners, thank y'all so much for the continued support. Tonight, we're going to be talking about believing in yourself. For those of you who are new on this podcast, what we do is we take certain topics and we break them down to help you with your journey with reaching the next level of self-improvement. We're going to go right into it tonight. We're going to start with Journey. So what you got for us tonight, Journey?
Last night, in case people don't know, I am a part of the insurance industry. I'm an insurance broker. And last night we had a conference in Atlanta, and just the power of being in a room with people who are where you want to go. I remember this was years ago when I was working at a job I didn't want to be at. I shared with someone that I wanted to be at a point in my life where I'm making at least $20K a month. And her response was, "What you gonna do? OnlyFans?" I was like,
OnlyFans, okay.
no.
Well, that was a big jump. Okay.
Right. I was like, no. But pretty much she could not fathom the thought of making that type of money a month. So fast forward, last night, I'm at this insurance conference. On the stage, they had, I think most of them were insurance, well, they were agency directors. So they were just asking people like, what was your biggest month in the business thus far? Y'all, so I'm just sitting there, I'm listening. The one on the stage who made the most, what had the largest month as of now, that was 2 million.
Wow.
In 1 month?
In 1 month, 2 million. That's what his
And
agency
you
brought
trying to get
in.
to 20,000?
I just want 20,000 for now. That's gonna be like a little milestone. Then I increase from there. But
Yeah.
20K. This man said 2 million was his biggest month. And then underneath that, it was a 1 point something million. Underneath that, it was 900,000. Underneath that, it was 700,000.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so but the thing is, and I just noticed just being around these people, like they think different, they talk different, they have this confidence about themselves. And before they got there, they were nowhere near 2 million a month. They just had a dream, they had goals, and they were consistent.
Yes.
So I just bring that up to say that sometimes you can't share your big dreams with small-minded people. You may be talking to your family or whatever, and they may not understand because they can't see that level of success for themselves. So they surely can't see it from you. So don't take offense, especially when you talking to, you could be your mom, your dad, and they probably shoot it down because no one in your family has ever achieved that. But I'm just saying it's possible. Get around people who are where you want to be, have different conversations, feed your mind with different information, and just put your head down and work hard because it is definitely possible. So
Yes.
I really wanted to share that because that is just like one of my biggest takeaways, that take the governor off your mind.
Watch out now.
And you just and just know if it's something that you want to do, somebody out there has achieved it. You just got to find out what it is that they were doing, how did they think, who did they talk to, what were they listening to, and just go from there and go after whatever it is that you want.
That's super inspirational.
That is so true, though, just to add to that. And you're right. Sometimes, especially coming from a small city or small town where everybody kind of just does the same thing, work the 9 to 5 and just go home for the rest of the day. But someone tries to think outside of the box. It's like, you trying to do too much, do what everybody else do, get on the train with everybody else and work until you get to 65 and retire and try to enjoy life at 65 with everybody else.
Right.
But you definitely have to get around people who are where you want to be so you can say, hey, I can see that this is an attainable goal.
Yes, absolutely.
That's so true. It brings me to a story that I would have shared with you guys about me, actually. Hard as it may be to believe. At one point in my life, I was living a different kind of life. I wanted to be the thug, man, the street guy. And
not you.
Yeah, man, I gotta go on a minute.
I find that so hard to believe. I really.
You know what? It's because of the light skin. But anyway, here's the thing. I thought that's what I wanted to do is because of what you was talking about earlier, Journey. That was what the people around me were doing. And I remember when I was like conflicted between feeling that wasn't for me and still being around people that reinforced it. So that's the struggle sometimes you have. And I remember coming home sometimes, and my father and I would get into it. And some things that were said, you guys, I'm not gonna go to everything, but I always give you some examples like, hey, you won't ever be anything. You're not gonna really amount to nothing. You're gonna end up in jail or dead. Those things were very real. So I ended up dropping out of school 2 times. And I don't know, man. It's just like when I dropped out, I was just kind of doing my thing out there in the streets with the other people. But it's just something inside. And this is why I have faith in God, because it's just something inside that made me not give up. I don't really know how to explain it, but I was a young-minded person at the time, but it still was something about me going to school. So I went on and I ended up going to college. And even then, you guys, but between getting my GED and going to college, one of my family members told me that don't mean nothing. You still ain't gonna be nothing. So still not being happy for me, still trying to press it down, like, hey, you still not gonna be nothing. So I remember when I was the last person, kind of funny, because my last name starts with a P. So I'm the last person in college in my class to graduate. And I was among the top 5 in the class to graduate. And the same person that said that to me had to watch me in the stands go across as the last person. And it was so loud in there, just people just cheering for me. And it was a very emotional moment for me because I could remember all the things that were said before I got to that point. And so you got to think I was walking, you guys, because I wasn't, when I was going to get my GD, I was walking. I wasn't, what I'm saying? Nobody was taking me. It's raining, it's hot. I was walking like maybe 2 miles, and there was a lady in there, white lady. She was like, you could do this. I was telling her a little bit about my life and stuff because she was the only one that was listening at that time. And so I told her a little bit about my life, and that's really what kept me motivated. It was her.
Oh, that is awesome. I love that.
Yeah, right. Shout out to her.
Yeah, I don't know where she is now, but she played a pivotal role in me becoming who I am today. And she didn't even know me, but she was trying to help a lot of kids in there. So yeah, man, I just want to tell people that, like, you never know what's gonna happen to you in life. Sometimes it happens to you younger, sometimes it happens to you when you're older. But it's 2 things for me. When you got faith in the Most High, man, it'll be things that you can't even control. But even after that, you still gotta want to get up and do it. And you know what I'm saying? You got to still have faith in yourself that you can do it, and you got to go out there and achieve. So that's my story I want to share with you guys.
Absolutely. Yeah. That was amazing. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, especially when it's close family members saying these things. Like, words really do have power, but it was good that you were able to overcome what was being said.
Absolutely, man. Because I think it's hard sometimes because, especially as a man, we're a lot of times judged based upon what we're achieving. And so sometimes you may be going through something in life where maybe you're struggling to achieve, but you can't allow that to be the reason why you don't make it. You got to find people that do believe in you. And sometimes when you don't find people that can believe in you, you got to believe in yourself. And if you ever want the greatest support, go to God.
Amen. Yeah.
Amen.
Come on, Swaver.
I want a deacon.
I was about to say Pastor Sway.
I said Pastor Swaver. I take it. We're gonna be plastered around the plate if you guys have any offers. But nah, y'all, we want to know, do y'all have any stories, man? If you guys are listening, do y'all have any stories that you guys would want to share? Y'all can always come on to the show now. Don't be shy. Come on. Everybody has a story. But I want to thank y'all so much for continuing to support us. Let us know what you guys want us to cover. If there's anything in particular y'all want us to cover. I want to thank my amazing co-hosts, man. You guys are great. Thank y'all so much for being a part of this. I am Swaver, joined by my amazing co-hosts that I just thank for being on here. Journey to be great and love, joy. This is the Opinionated Facts Self-Improvement Podcast. Until next time, peace.